So I thought I'd talk for a minute about the need for discipline and self-control in life, which are some of the major things that you actually teach yourself when you start going to the gym. When you start going to the gym consistently, you're every time you go in, you're fighting against your body. Your mind is fighting against your body. And because your body is always going to try to find the easiest path forward, the easiest way out, and it's going to fight you on whether you are going to complete that workout, whether you're even going to go to the gym or not. And the body, if we let the body be in control, then we'll be enslaved to hedonistic pleasures, to laziness, to gluttony, to sloth. But if we think about what we truly want and then put our minds to it and make sure to get ourselves under control, then we can achieve what we actually want to achieve. This is something I've noticed in myself, and I'm noticing in other people that I've been training and working with, and it's just phenomenal, the difference in the quality of your life when you really buckle down and start to get rid of things that are not important to you. So many people I know, they are enslaved to a new type of WMD, weapons of mass distraction. And that can come in the form of video games, that can come in the form of television shows, or just simply scrolling on Instagram or TikTok and wasting a lot of time on those apps. Now, I'm not saying that all of these things are absolutely terrible and you should never do them at all. Obviously, if you enjoy doing them sometimes, like with alcohol, honestly, in moderation, then it's perfectly fine. If they help you relax, or if they're what you're doing socially for that night, that evening, with maybe some friends, I don't see anything wrong with that. But if you were kind of like I was at one point, where I was playing video games nonstop, it was a huge problem in my life. It just controlled my life, and food also controlled my life, doing nothing. That was a huge problem. And then ultimately, I was miserable. I was in pain, physical pain, because my body was so deconditioned. And it was just a horrible way of life. You know, that's one thing I would say is going to the gym is going to be the gateway to a lot of other benefits in life. I've seen it in myself. I'm seeing it in other people, and getting that in check, then you can get your diet in check. Although I would advocate for getting your diet in check first, because that'll make going to the gym easier. But either way, once you get your body under control to the point where you can give yourself a command and follow it, then you become quite powerful, if nothing else, to yourself, because now you can achieve everything that you need to achieve to attain what you're trying to. So that is just something that I notice, and in my opinion, people en masse, they need to get off of video games. They need to get off of these things, because these things are not only distracting us and taking away from our lives, but they're taking away from the potential in society. I mean, think about it. It used to be, if a bunch of people went out and, they had nothing to do, so they got instruments, they got things that they could use. Maybe they had tools, maybe they had, different types of science kits. But because they were exposed to those things, you would find those who are naturally gifted and were going to excel in those areas. Nowadays, because video games are taking away, because television has taken away, because our cell phones and our apps are taking away, now you have more people who don't even try to do different things in life and to develop valuable goals that could transpire into other things and could benefit society. So not only are we suffering individually because of these types of hedonistic pleasures, but we're suffering as a society as a whole. So to me, there's just really no reason not to try to wean yourself off of consuming these different things that are of no benefit to you. Think about it, if you're playing a video game and you're leveling up in that video game. Well, what happens when the video game gets old? What happens if they shut down the service? You know, all of that time you spent, that progress, is now gone forever. When you could have spent time leveling up your own character in real life. So there's just no reason, there's really no excuse not to figure out what you want to do in life, get some goals, and they don't have to be exorbitant goals. We're talking about realistic goals, something that you can realistically achieve in a month, in 3 months, 6 months, a year, maybe 2 years. Maybe you don't need to look that far down the road, like a decade, because let's be honest, who the hell knows who will be around after a decade? But if you look just far enough down the road where you can keep yourself on track and keep aiming towards a goal, then that seems to be one of the main keys to success. And then you also have to do it. So that's one thing that people seem to find difficult. That's about all I have to say for now, and I'll catch you in the next one.